What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of LTL podcast. We're back here for episode 23, and we are going to get into the final stages of the Grant Amato interrogation this evening. I'm not going to, oh, there I am. That's not the screen I wanted to share. I'm not going to waste too much time. We're going to get right into it right away because we got about another hour and a half. It just seems like this interrogation is taking forever. But before I get into that, I want to thank everybody last night for coming over for the Idaho stream. I'm not really liking this new boom mic. It's too long. I love the white, but I'm not liking this boom mic. Boom stand. I got to get rid of it. It's blocking one of my screens. It's just too high up. I was going to change it right before I came live, and I'm like, fuck it. I just need to go live. So, what we're going to say was I want to thank everybody last night for coming in, hanging out on the stream. I hope everybody had an amazing time. It was such a great four-person panel. I want to give a big shout out to Laura. It was great to have her back on the channel. Absolutely. Always love when she's over here. Titanium Built, Tanya from the Titanium Built YouTube channel, was fantastic having her over here as well. And then, of course, Detective John, having him officially first time on the panel. I thought we were a powerhouse panel last night. If you haven't gone back, make sure you go back and watch last night's episode. That would be episode 24. I think it's 24. I know we're in 23. Sometimes my episodes get a little messed up, but we're here tonight. We're going to do the third part of the Grant Amato interrogation. We're now getting into the heat of the interrogation. We've gone through the family history. We've gone through the whereabouts of where he was when this all happened. And now we're going to get into where the interrogation is really going to turn up the heat, and we're going to see where this goes from here. I want to welcome everybody coming into the chat. I see a lot of channel members in here. I appreciate you. All right, without further ado, we got about an hour and a half to go. We're going to get into this. And then this week, I will start doing the Grant Amato trial day by day. Tomorrow, I'm going to have an earlier show at 12 noon. We're going to start the trial then. And then I'm going to come back tomorrow night and do a night stream. And we are going to talk about the teenager. It's a very, very sensitive subject, but we're going to talk about the teenager that dumped her newborn baby at the hospital in the garbage. So we will do that as well. So without further ado, let's get into this interrogation.
From you, I can't get it from somebody else. I can't get it from her. I can't get it from other people I work with. It's got to come from you. I already know. I'm telling you, I already know. I got a couple more years. I'll retire. I'm going to take my career with me, be happy with what I've done, because I've been honest with everybody. I'm asking you to be honest with me, too. I want to help you.
I mean, apart from the times maybe being wrong, I genuinely don't have anything else that I can say about what transpired during the nighttime.
So when you left your house, everybody was fine.
Yeah.
And when you left Cody,
everything was fine.
Well, we got called to the house because Cody didn't show up to work. So law enforcement goes over there, and can you tell us what we found? What do you think we found when law enforcement arrived at your home?
I mean, you guys are talking about guns and you're talking about other things that...
No one noticed. No one noticed yet. Do you all notice that I brought back the old music, the old techno music? I brought that back. No one has said anything yet. The only thing I saw was someone said I like the introduction, but no one noticed the music. I brought the old techno music back. Yeah, Nightbot was crazy last night. I think I fixed it. I think it's all set now. I had some time to mess with it today, so it should be good. So we'll see how it behaves. All right, let's keep playing through here. Oh, excuse me.
And then the website and everything, that something happened to him.
Who's him?
Cody.
Did you do anything to Cody?
No,
Did you do anything to your mother?
no,
Did
Yeah,
you do
no
anything
cat.
to your
Cat's
father?
gone.
no.
Hey, Tanya, how are you?
You have any reason to believe that
Steve?
anybody else would harm them?
We had a great panel last night. I hate my new boom stand. It's terrible.
No, the only thing that I was told was that Cody would
Get rid
take
of
care
it.
of
I'm
it for
done.
me. And that's all that I
That's the
know.
back one.
But you didn't tell Cody what your father said to you, correct?
Correct.
So when Cody made those comments to you, what do you believe he meant by that? Have you guys ever talked about?
That he was gonna, I thought he was just gonna do what he always does, which is where he just talks.
Tanya, did you stream today? I didn't see you streaming. I think you did something on someone else's channel earlier, but did you stream? I didn't see you because I was gonna pop over today, but I kept checking. I didn't see you streaming.
About it, and he figures out whatever strategy he needs to.
So if anything happened in the home to bring law enforcement there, what would you think happened?
That there was a shooting.
Between whom?
I don't know. Between Cody and my dad.
And why would you think that?
Oh, you're streaming at 9:15. All right.
To protect me or to help me or to do something with me.
So you're telling me you did not shoot Cody,
No.
your father, or your mother?
No.
Oh, yeah, I remember this too. This the male detective keeps going shh, shh, because he just knows he's lying.
I mean, I don't know like what more I can say.
I love it. Thanks for hanging out.
Well, when law enforcement arrived, that's what they found. So you're the only outstanding child. You're the one that's been having.
I think I'm gonna start tricking everybody and putting Idaho in my titles, and then I'm just gonna do other content. It's so crazy. Last night we had over 300 people in here, and I can't even pull in 30 people tonight because it doesn't say Idaho. I'm gonna start tricking all you. I'm gonna start tricking you all. I'm gonna put Idaho in the titles, and then I'm gonna start doing content other than that. And then when the video posts, I'm gonna change it to the title that it should be. So I trick all you coming in here. It's crazy. But you know what? I love the small shows. I'm telling you, I said it last night on the stream. The small shows are the best shows. We have so much fun. We all just hang out. We laugh. We have such a good time. We had Detective John the other night call in and rap. I mean, you're missing all this content. It's just really good stuff.
Problems with your dad. You're the one that we haven't been able to find for 2 days. Do you understand now why we would be questioning you about this?
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't I wouldn't be saying like all like I don't know the way to. I don't know like what to even say.
We're trying to see if there's anything else that you've left out during the night from when you first came home and confronted your father.
Hello.
Or when he confronted you until the time you left.
Absolutely.
That you've not told us.
It was a great show, wasn't it?
There was nothing. There was no.
For the members, if you haven't seen it yet, I did a members only live this morning. You're gonna want to go down and check out the members only content. I posted it on my community page. You want to hear a wild story really quick? During the morning live, I'm literally talking about, being capable of doing anything in life. You are like my quote from the Ultimate Warrior, the wrestler Ultimate Warrior. Because you've been born, you have the potential. And I'm talking about all this life stuff and like motivation. And then all of a sudden I have a lightning strike near my house and my computer literally glitches. It was the weirdest thing. I'm not a super religious person, but if that is like a sign or a sign from God, I'm very spiritual. If that is a sign, that was like the best sign. It was just crazy, 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 crazy.
Nothing to that level of confrontation between him and I.
So if anything happened in the home, you believe it would be Cody and him?
Yes. Because I was,
Yeah, I hope
I
so.
mean, I don't
Out
have,
of the chat. I'm sorry.
access to anything.
Yeah, it's like my computer shut down, my internet shut down, everything went down. I was like, shit. And I saw like the spinning wheel. I'm like, shit. And then like it came back up and I came back in the chat and everybody was like, you all right? I'm like, I'm fine. I just had a lightning strike. It was crazy.
Well, I can tell you from what we run right now, because you know what the news has said, correct?
Yeah, it was crazy.
You know what the news has said.
I only know that first story that I saw, and then I didn't look again.
And what did the first story say?
That there was a shooting in the Sultan Circle area, and the investigation is ongoing.
Okay, and what did they say? They say the status of the people inside the house? What did
No.
they say? Because all the news have reported the same thing. Every one of them. The sheriff has held a press conference. The sheriff has provided information to the media.
He's
And it's
very
all-
beta.
it's known.
He's a very beta.
All the-
What has happened in the home?
All that I saw
Random.
was literally like the paragraph, and then the last sentence was there's an investigation ongoing, and then I didn't.
You saw more because at Panera, when you said you pulled it up,
Beta.
they had more information then. They had more information than just there's been a shooting. There's a lot more information was given. It was all over the news by that time. The new news report exactly what happened.
Yeah, I know. Just shave your
We
head,
know
bro. You're cool. Just shave your head, bro.
That Cody didn't shoot your dad. We know Cody didn't shoot your mom. We know Cody didn't shoot
Oh,
himself.
Tanya, I fixed my Nightbot, by the way. I figured it out.
There's something.
And you still haven't asked us the
That-
condition of them or anything.
That's because I mean, I don't know what the normal proceedings are, but
The normal proceedings are for you to be honest about
And
what happened.
And then we help you understand everything that's going to go on from here on out of what our responsibilities are.
And we don't believe you're being honest. We feel that you are leaving something out about what happened in that home. And the evidence tells us what happened in the home, but you need to fill in the blanks.
Here's my hand for honesty. Here it is. We're here to
These
help
are
you
crime
do
scene
this,
photos. She's
and
gonna
you're
put them
not
out.
going to
Watch
like.
this. I
something here.
love this right here, what she does. Watch what she does here. This is incredible.
Just a minute, and I know it's going to hurt you, but you're leaving things out. You've got to take that step and cross over and say, okay, I have to tell you. You'd probably rather tell us what happened before Eva opens that up. You probably want to tell us and save yourself some grief by saying, here, let me tell you. Here's what happened that night that I wasn't completely honest about. Because honestly, Grant, I believe you've been honest about a very lot of things. I really do, because I can account for your day. I can account for your night. We have a couple very small holes. 95% of the story I already know. That's why you're here with us.
And again, your cell phone's going to put you in the areas. We're going to check exactly where you were throughout the entire time you started this conversation.
No,
So if you went back to the house and did something, or how long you were there, we're going to know.
No, I mean, I never did anything like that.
just things like those. Remember I told you digital footprint?
Yeah.
ePass tells me where you went. We have a thing called
Digital footprint
plate readers in different places all over everywhere. And every time your car passes, or any car, I have somebody, one of our Intel girls, put in thing. Hey, has this tag went by there? Yep. Has it been in a certain place? Yep. It tells me exactly where you went. Man, I'm telling you. I know it's hard to trust the police. I know people don't trust the police. You got to give me the chance to trust me. You have to. I already know. I know what happened. I know. 95% of the story, I know what happened. And so do you. And it's in your face. It's in your emotions. It's in your body language that something is severely, from the minute I met you in the hotel, severely bothering you. And you knew why we were there the minute we came to see you. You knew why we were there. You knew it. And you knew what I was going to tell you at some point during the course of the day, what was going to happen. You already know, because you checked on it. I know you've checked on it. There's a way to tell. I said that the best thing about the internet and electronics, they tell a story. And they tell how many times things have been looked at, what's been looked at, and how long you spent there. Sheriff can tell me every website I've ever been on this iPhone, every one, and how long I was there for. Every meme I made up to send to somebody something funny as a joke, they can see it. I'm here to help you, man. I'm here to help you get through all this. I am an honest guy. I'm going to be honest. And when it's all said and done, I'm going to be honest to the very last day that I deal with you. And then when this investigation continues, I'll go on to the next person to be honest with them. But I got to have you step over that little bit of line. Basically, we got a line here. And you're so close to wanting to step over that line.
I love this.
You have come all the way from the back side of that table over to here. Now you're right about right here that you want to do it, but you're scared. I get that, my man. I get you're scared. But something happened there that kicked us off, unlike anything that ever happened in your life, to get to where we are today. And I just need you to tell me exactly what happened. Here's your brother, the guy who's always looked out for you, correct? Paid for your trip to Japan, paid bills. Your dad and your brother have paid $200,000 of this video chat, whatever, with the virtual, not the virtual, but the grown.
Come on, man. Come on.
Dad's pissed about the cost. I'm sure I'd be upset too. $200,000. Think of the car you can have for $200,000, or paid off college debt or whatever. Some girl in Bulgaria got basically your college debt. Now I'm sure your brother and dad may have been as happy if you take that $100,000 and paid off that program. But there's a lot of pressure on you. I get it. I need you to step over, man. You're right there. You're right there at the end, ready to go. We're ready to take the information from you and move forward. We're there. I just need you to take that last step over and say, all right, let me tell you what else. I've been honest about the vast majority of this, but let me tell you what actually happened that night.
Sitting there.
It's there.
Come on, man.
When you're talking about the phones, because I'm illiterate when it comes to phones and Wi-Fi and all that. So you said when your dad cut off your phone a few days ago, you had no phone number, like no way to call, just pick up the phone and call someone, correct?
Right.
So when you would communicate on Twitter, like you said, either on your cell phone or your...
I'll tell you, that's the body language of a nervous Nelly. He a nervous Nelly.
...or Surface, you would have to be connected to Wi-Fi, is that correct?
Right.
When you were in your home, were you connected to Wi-Fi?
No.
Talking to these, when you did the Twitter and so on and so forth, were you connected to the
Yeah.
Wi-Fi at your home?
Yes.
Both
No, wait.
Really?
No, I wasn't. I was on,
Thank you.
I was on the LTE. I was just on the cell service.
And you
Oh,
can
how
still
did you
do
do
the
that?
Twitter thing on cell service on
Right.
the LTE at home?
Right.
Okay. And
Dr.
then
Bob
when
knows it
you
all.
are at the Publix,
Right.
you're on what?
That's on Wi-Fi.
Publix's Wi-Fi?
Right.
Okay. And then you said the next time was at Panera,
Yes.
was on the Wi-Fi? Both your cell phone and the Surface?
Just the Surface. I hadn't, at the Panera, it was just on the Surface.
Okay. All right, so again, with the whole digital footprint like Danny's talking about, you know that we will know exactly where you were at every time that you connected to Wi-Fi and how long you were connected to the Wi-Fi. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. So when you drive away from the Publix or you're driving away from Panera, we will know all of that.
And every hot spot you hit along the way, it's going to make that connection, even just for a brief second. And I'm very familiar with that area out there. I used to live out at 419 and 50, and I know just about where every hot spot is along the way. So it's going to be boom, 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 boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
I want to help you, man. I really do. But you've got to take that little step and trust it. We are going to do everything that we can do. And be honest with you, we're going to do it. But I need you to step over. You have to, because what happens if you don't? It's going to be something that we just can't do anything to deal with. We can't. Honestly, I've talked to people. I talked to a guy that was responsible for a lot of bad stuff in South America. And we sat down over the course of a month, and he finally admitted to some horrific things.
And felt a lot better about it, right?
Because he trusted us.
He's just sitting there.
Because he realized, the typical thing, the police, all they do is lie to you, or whatever. No, I'm not. I'm like that. I'm not. I know she ain't either. I just want the truth. I want the truth to be told, no matter which way it is.
And you will feel so much better. We're talking about your family here. So you telling us anything that we're missing, you're going to feel a lot better by telling us the truth.
Guaranteed. It's hard to take that leap of faith. It is. It's like jumping out of an airplane with a parachute. Yeah, you know, if the parachute works the way it's supposed to, it's going to be okay. But the first time I take it, I just got to take it. You got to take that. You got to take that leap of faith with us. I can only do so much with honesty. Honesty.
So what are you not telling us? What happened at that home that you know?
I killed everybody.
Grant, I know you want to tell us.
It's on the tip of your tongue. I know you want. It's right there. It's that bad taste you want to get out, to get it off your chest and out of your head. But you got to do it. I can't make you say it. I need you to say it, so then we can move forward with the truth. Like I said, we're at 95. We're probably supposed to get to 97, 98% truth. But that last step, you got to tell us. Because if when you say something, you get locked into a story, and it's proven to be false, then you got problems. Because what do people look at during the course of an investigation? Did everybody who was honest and who was dishonest? So there's an explanation to things. You have to explain them, and you're missing that 2, 3, 4, 5% of the truth that you're holding back, and that's the most crucial for you right now is the truth. Sounds crazy, but that's a fact. The truth shall set you free. Emotionally, you're probably going to break down because you've got this all pent up inside you that you want to say it, but you're afraid to say it. I get it. I've talked to people that makes all this look like nothing. This whole investigation like nothing. They're just bad. Then once they get this off their chest, they say, you know, I didn't think I would, but I feel better. I know it's tough, but I feel better. Because now I've told the rest of my story. You can't, it's like reading a book and getting almost to the end, the conclusion, and you just shut it. You got to open up. You got to open up to me, man. I'm here to take that information from you, to get you over this hump, to a little peace in your mind. You'll never have peace without saying, here, let me
This
tell
is
you.
exactly what happened.
And I already know. I'll be honest with you, I already know. This isn't my first rodeo. We've been doing this, what, between the two of us, 50 years? Over 50 years. Over 50 years. I've seen
So what is it you need
over.
to tell us that we're missing?
Step over.
I mean, the only thing that I know is just that, I mean, I left the house later than what I had said.
Did you leave the house with
Right
your
here.
brother Cody looking like that? Or did you leave the house with your father looking like that?
Or your mother.
Or your mother?
Your mother.
Is that how you left your family?
No.
Pull at the top.
Nobody else
Or
went
your
into
mother.
that house.
Who left your family like this? If you were the one that's been depressed, you were the one that owes money, you were the one that got into a confrontation with your father, who did this to your family?
I don't know.
If you were trying to
No faking
defend yourself or something else happened, we need to know now
Your
to
mother.
help you. So tell us what happened, Grant.
I don't know.
We're here to listen to you.
Grant, you need the truth. We're here to make this right. You got to tell the
Yeah.
truth. It's on the tip of your tongue, my man. I get that. It's
Did your
tough.
father go after you and you try to protect yourself?
No.
No, I didn't do any of this.
Liar. 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 Bing, bing, bong, bong.
There's something that's going to come up that is going to make this all come real. I'd rather it come from you than have to do it that way.
The evidence tells us what happened. You have to fill in the blanks. They can't tell me what happened.
Fact, I know. She never held a gun. She didn't have a gun that night. Fact.
Oh,
He never fired a gun. Fact. He never fired a gun. Never did. This is the person right here, Mom, who always stuck up for you. Something happened so bad that caused her death,
Let me see if I
Dad's death, and Cody. And I'll tell you just about how it happened. 1, 2, 3, based on evidence. Based on evidence. I know he did not shoot your mom. I know he didn't shoot your dad. I know he didn't shoot himself. And I know from video surveillance camera in the neighborhood, nobody else came to that house.
Retitled.
I know. I can account for everybody
happens.
that went to the house.
I put a little
Tell us what
retitle at
happened.
the top.
I know it.
Let's see if
Listen to me,
all the
Hank.
people come in now.
I know. Video surveillance tells me everything that happened this night. I'm telling you.
Not Idaho.
People that you'd be surprised.
I changed the name from Grant Amato Interrogation to Not Idaho 4. Loser Bankrolls Cam Girl, 250,000 of dead family's money. Episode 23, part 3. We'll see. We'll see if more. So we're at 30 right now. We'll see if more people come in.
Your neighborhood has video.
What's this? Not
And
Idaho
I know that nobody. There's only 4 people at this house.
Yeah,
During this time.
We'll just
1,
see.
2, 3.
We're having a loose
Tell me.
stream tonight.
You got to tell me, man. You
We're having
got
a
to
loose
tell
stream.
me. Get over that hoop. The video. If you're sitting there saying no, and video shows something else, guess what?
Just a
Big
loose
problem.
stream.
Because it will wind up later on that you can't get any help from anybody. A lot of this, what people make decisions on, is honesty. Was somebody honest?
I lost someone.
Of course, you're going to be somewhat dishonest at some point. We get that. We understand that.
I
But
don't
at
know.
some point, when you have that come to Jesus time, that now I need to really, I got to tell you what happened.
Oh well.
This is it. This is it. Video tells me everything I need to know about this from the neighborhood.
And you're the only one left to tell us.
I know it's hard to look at me, Grant. Look at my eyes. I know it's tough, man.
Yeah,
I
he
do.
doesn't care.
It's a tough thing to say, but we need to know what caused things at your house that night to become so bad that we're this. He's violent. We know that. He's got a gun on. We get it. Cody just probably went around with a gun because he normally did. He walked in the house and was shot the minute he walked in.
Hey, Rising, how are you?
The minute he
Good to see
walked
you
in.
here.
We see trajectory. We find the projectile. We've got everything on that. He's shot over here and is brought over here. See it over there. We found the bullets in the house. Mom's sitting her thing with a glass of wine.
He's not crying.
Doing her thing, and she's shot. You just got to step away.
I don't think he's crying. So did he all of a sudden? So Lakota's asking $4.99 super chat. She says, "Did he all of a sudden stop crying? What the hell?" No, I don't think he was crying at all. I think it's just all been a fakey cry. But we'll give her a little.
Free cash, homie.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. All right, let's keep playing this.
Forward, tell me, man. I want to help you. I do.
Hey.
The evidence is going to be there.
Hey.
Most people,
We
I
have
would not.
cartridge cases, we have projectiles,
And fingerprints.
All right, Donna.
so you just need to tell us what
Yeah,
led
he's
up
not
to
crying.
this.
You've been arrested, correct? So we have your fingerprints, correct? You understand that? Physical evidence is something I can't manipulate. It's either it's there or it's not there.
Yeah, here's the thing. You got to think. It's summertime. A lot of people are out. I do watch Nick Miniman, and the thing is crazy about him. I mean, he's got like 200,000 subscribers on his channel, or I think 500,000. And I'll see some of his live chats, and he's only pulling in like just barely 1,000 people. It's the algorithm. YouTube really needs to fix that. It's the biggest thing is just notifications. And the other thing is we can look in our analytics. Yeah, I have 7,379 subscribers, but only 1,000 of you have all your notifications turned on. That's why I always beg everybody, like, if you're new to the channel, make sure all of your bell notifications are turned on. So that's only 1,000 people. That's like a percentage, a little over a percentage of people. I might be wrong on that stat, the percentage wise, but yeah, I mean, that's the thing. A lot of people are out of town. Yeah, they're on vacation. So, it's all good. It's all good. The biggest thing is that we come in and just have fun in here. And we talk about and give light to these cases, and we do it in a factual, respectful way. That's what we try to do. So it's all right. Yeah, it's okay, because in the long run, this channel will sustain. It's going to get better. I'm going to have bigger guests and better guests on, and it's going to keep going. you know, and that's why I'm not trying to just solely build off Idaho. You can't do it. And that's why I urge all these creators, if you want long-term growth in this business, if you want long-term growth on your channel, you need to start doing other content too. You got to mix it in because there's other things that are going on. You know, Tanya mixes it up. She's done like 30 something cases, I think she was saying. You know, you got to mix it up. You can't just do Idaho all the time, and start doing it now and showing your subscribers now that, hey, I'm not going to only do Idaho. There's other stuff going on. So they're going to have to get used to that, and then start mixing in your Idaho stuff. That's what I'm doing. You know, I'm going to do that. We're going to go and do old school cases. We're going to look back. You know, we're going to look at some new cases that are coming up that I'm hearing about now, but do it now, you know, and tell your subscribers, look, you know, there's other true crime that's going on. It's not just Idaho. So that's why, you know, I've just really needed to take a break from it and scale things back, you know, back down. And if the chats are this small, then fine. It doesn't matter. It just matters that the people that are here, we're having a good time. We're enjoying what's going on. We're enjoying the channel, and, you know, it'll grow. It'll definitely grow. So, you know, just keep the positive attitude. You know, I talked about that on my members only live this morning. You know, you can be and do anything you want. And I know it sounds cliche, you know, all you do is put your mind to it, but it's true. And if you've been born, you have the potential to do it. Start doing it. Stop talking about it and start doing it. You know, everybody sits and they go, oh, well, I should have. Well, no, now is the time. I said for 7 years before I started this channel, damn, I should start a YouTube channel. Damn, I should start a YouTube channel. And then one day I just woke up and I'm like, I'm just going to I'm going to finally do it. And, you know, I can play my first video. I think I've done that before. It's hilarious. You guys want to see my first video? If you want to see it, I'll do it right now. Just let me know. Pull up, put a Y in the chat if you want to see my first video. I mean, I don't mind. Well, we're gonna hang out tonight, so I'm not working tomorrow, so I have all the time in the world. If you want to see it, throw a Y in the chat. I'll play my first video right now. My first live. It's fantastic. Or actually, I can probably just play my first video. All right. So this channel started originally as a car channel. I was trying to do a digital hangout for like BMW enthusiasts. You know, no one had really done that. We had Facebook groups and stuff like that, but no one had done that. My first video I posted on this channel was January 10th, 2021. And I'll play it. It's hilarious. It's so uncomfortable, but I love playing this when I can do it. It's just funny. Hang on. And my beard was really long too. I remember this. Hang on. I'm going to pull this up. This is great. I love looking back. It's so funny. All right, let's look back. All right, you ready? This is so great. I was really heavy too. I was really, really heavy. Yeah, I remember I was, wow. Jeez, look at my face. So good. Ready? Buddy, my name is Brian. I am the creator of the N54, N55 Facebook group, and I wanted to welcome everybody to the page. My sole vision for this page is to put good, valuable information out there in connection with great vendors that support this platform. I started a Facebook page to get a community of people together. Now that Facebook page got almost like 4,000 subscribers on it. It was for BMW enthusiasts of the N54, N55 platform. Sorry, I'll play this. I can never shut up. I'm sorry. And bring a vision. I wanted to grow this page as large as I can with good, valuable information. I know there's plenty of other groups out there, but I'm going to try to do something different here. You know, with the. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for donating the membership. I appreciate you. I'm sorry I missed it. Thank you for the mods for pointing that out. Thank you so much, mind you. Thank you. And we want to welcome, who is the new member? Who's the new member? Who's the new member? I don't see it. I don't see who got the membership. I don't see it up there. I don't know. Let me know in the chat who got it. Sorry, we'll keep playing. Thank you. Interaction through video through YouTube and Facebook, and try to connect all of those things Look how together. heavy I was.
Oh,
I have many plans for this page. We have many great vendors on this page that can support and give good, valuable information to this platform. So certainly, if you have any questions at all, don't ever be afraid to drop a comment below or share an idea. That's what we're here for, to keep this community open and serve the public. I have a strong love for BMW.
And
so here's the thing though, too, if anybody ever wanted to question my authenticity of like my good nature, and I know that everybody says that about me, like, oh, you're a really nice guy. This is back in 2021. I have not changed. I've been the same person since 2021. You know, I've been the same person through my life, but this proves you right here. It proves right here. A strong love for this platform. So I hope that you do too, and join us, you know, and I hope that you guys gain some valuable information out of these videos. And again, I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know where this platform is going to go. But, you know, I'm slowly going to be building content, and hope to build this community to the biggest and best community, N54 and 55 community online. So again, I'm just a normal guy shooting video. This is great. You know, this is my first time ever really doing anything like this, but giving it a try. And hopefully that you guys will stay around for the ride. And again, if you have any questions at all, don't ever be afraid to drop your comments below, your questions below. There'll always be someone here to help. So have fun on the platform. And again, let's build this community as best as we can, the biggest we can, support everybody with good, valuable information. Thanks for listening. That's so great. So that is my first official video on YouTube when I was a car YouTuber on this channel. It's changed quite a few times, but that's great. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching that. That's great. Tanya, you should do your first video one night for your if she's still in. I know she has a live in 5 minutes. I don't know if she's out of the room, but someone in oh yeah. You gotta show me yours sometime. I would love to see that. You gotta send me the link for that. Hey, I know you gotta head out. You have a show. Have a good show. If I'm done and you're still going, I'll pop over there. I promise. Shit, where did I put this interrogation? I know she's gotta go. She said I should, but I'm still here. Oh, I appreciate you.
Didn't fire a gun, didn't fire a gun, didn't fire a gun. None of them did. None of them did. Cody did not go.
Or did your father point a gun at you?
I'm changing the title.
No, there's nothing else that I can say.
Then
that was great seeing that.
This is not going to end up the way you want to with what you're telling me right now.
That's so good.
Factual items do not support what you're saying.
That's good.
Nothing we can make up, or I think, or she thinks, or whoever thinks.
Oh man, that's terrible.
You got to be honest.
Yes, Tanya, have a good show. If you're still going, I'll pop over there after. If you're still going, I think Summer's probably going to pop over there as well too, because I know she's your mod. So, thank you for popping in. I appreciate you both, and we'll see everybody soon.
The minute you start being completely honest, you're pretty honest. I'm not going to say you're not. The minute you tell us what happened to get this to here is the second that we start moving forward.
Have a good show.
Healing. You say you can't something. Yes, you can. There's something that you have done that proves different. I'm telling you. I don't know how else. I can't make it any clearer. There's something there. Just tell me. Tell me. Your emotions, your demeanor, your body language, your eyes tell me everything I need to see about you.
It's so hard.
You want to tell me in the worst way. You want to get this pain off your chest. Do it. Come forward. Tell the truth. It's like going to church and doing your confessional. When I go to church, a few times I go a year and I get up there and ask for forgiveness, I feel 100% better for all the crappy things I've done and didn't do what I should have done throughout the course of the year. Short with my coworkers, short with my kids, not living the way I should live. Gets me too. And when I go up there and make my confession to the pastor, it makes me feel better.
Excuse me.
I mean, there's just nothing else that I can say.
This guy.
There's nothing else that happened in that home while you were there that would lead up to this.
No.
Yeah, no.
Your father didn't point a gun at you.
There's nothing else more than what I said.
Then who do you think did this?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't have the answer.
Yes, you do, because you did it. I mean, that's crazy. Just sitting there like 3
I'll give you a few minutes to think about this.
photos of your
And think
family
about
dead, and you got to see that. I mean, it's crazy.
life decisions and where do we go from here. Want a few minutes to collect your thoughts?
Yeah.
Okay. Give you a few minutes. Hey, do you need a drink or anything, Grant?
No.
Liar. Steven.
There's old egghead. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, the pressure's coming. The heat's coming. By the way, I returned your email. That's so crazy, right?
Bing bing bong bong bing bing bing.
I'm sure it is. Now they're just like dum de dum dum dum. Should put some music there. Come on, Grant. You gotta say it, buddy. How's my Nightbot doing? Better? Better? My Nightbot being better? I think it's better tonight. I think the detective puts it, like, slides it over towards him again, puts him in front of him. He's gonna start putting him there. Awesome. He's sliding him over. He's just like, I mean, they know they got him dead to rights. I mean, he's done. He's fried, bro. You fried, bro. You're done.
How dare you?
You know, the only thing that I have is just
Yeah, he's great.
times in which I left the house. You know, there was an argument when.
See, now they've given him time to think. So now he's readjusting because he knows he's up against the wall. He's up against the wall now. So he's going to start readjusting and try to formulate and frame this story around what they know.
Cody had gotten home.
Yes, the
and
sound
then
was that.
There was nothing that he
Is it
could
too
do
much?
to help me. So I don't remember the exact time when I actually left, but
I'll kill some of them.
I had left later than what I had said.
So you were home when Cody got home.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
See, now he's going to start trying to twist
What
his...
time did he get home, and why did he come home?
I mean, he got home at, I think, like 10:30. I still think that's when he got home, was like around 10:30. I don't know why he was able to leave early.
And what was going on at the house when he arrived?
All right, I scaled it back.
My dad and my mom were arguing, and then I was still just packing up all my stuff or gathering the things that I could gather. And then when Cody got home, he started to transgress with my dad, and I was still kind of just staying out of it and doing my own thing. And then the end result was still the end result, and then I had to still leave.
And then, so is it true that you still met Cody up the block, or was that?
No.
See,
So you
he's
didn't
had
meet him
time
up
to
the
think.
block. So why did you tell us that?
I don't know.
All right, so then, now let's start from the time you and your father started having the argument, about 6:30, you said, when he got
So
home?
he killed his mother, father, and brother. He killed his mother, father, and brother over a cam girl, and he stole $200,000 from his family. And then basically what happened was they sent him into rehabilitation for like sexual addiction. And he got out in about a week. And when he came back to the house, the father put out a bunch of rules for him not to not talk to this girl. No, Nightbot is not timing anybody out for talking to this girl. And he didn't want to do that. So he scrubbed out his family.
Yeah.
Tell us exactly what happened from that time
Spent all
on,
that money on that girl. Yep.
even what was said.
I mean, it was just a lot of yelling. I mean, it was everything. I mean, it was everything that he had been telling me for the past months and months and months about just how I had ruined his retirement and how I had pushed him back, and now, you know, he'd never be able to do things that he wanted to do because I had saddled him with a lot more expenses. And that I had told him that, you know, once I can get a job, then I have plans
The
to
voice all cracky.
make amends for the things that I had caused
There's
for
a
everybody.
part, I can't remember what it is, but he's like, I'm just trying to move in a more positive direction. Beta.
And he's yelling.
Yeah,
He's heated. Are you yelling back at him?
no, I had never yelled at my dad.
And are you sitting on the couch downstairs, like you said?
I was in the living room, yeah.
And at what point does he put his hands on you?
It's just, I mean, it's like maybe 5 minutes into the conversation. So, I mean, there wasn't really anything that was a trigger that I can think of.
What was your reaction when he grabbed your shirt and pulled you up?
I mean,
His voice all cracking.
I mean, I had always been passive, so I mean, I didn't fight back or anything like that. I just tried to get my grounding, and then we were just standing, and you know, it just continued on.
His voice so
And
cracking.
then what?
And then after that, I started the whole process of gathering everything.
And where's your mom at this point?
She was still in her office.
Did she intervene at all?
She had gotten up to say that, you know, like you need to settle down, or you know, some sort of diffusing statement that she.
So this dude should have lawyered up by now. Definitely should have fucking lawyered up by now. You know what ones get me, Danielle? I hate when I'm driving and you get that squirrel that runs out and he does this and does that and does this and does that and doesn't know what way to go. And then you hear the thump and you're like, oh, fuck. Damn, I hit them.
She always used to make. And then my dad yelled at her to stay out of this. And then she just went back into there.
Cracking.
Okay, and then what? What happened next?
Hit the liar button, please.
I mean, then it was just
You are fake news.
like it was just a lot of yelling and confrontation between me and Dad. But
yeah, they gave him a psych evaluation when he went into that facility, and they're just like, oh, well, you're just depressed, you know, because you haven't found a job and stuff like that. So, and that's why basically they let him go after a week.
there wasn't anything more physical about it.
No.
And like I said, I was just going up and about, getting my stuff and taking it out to my car and getting back whatever I could gather.
And what'd your dad do while you were doing that?
He was just following me around.
Just making sure you were gathering your stuff to get out?
My possessions,
Super creep.
not taking anything of his.
Super creep.
And how long did that go on before Cody shows up?
I mean, that was like for 4 hours or something like that.
So you did that for 3 hours,
Yeah.
gathering your stuff.
And dealing with Dad, and because it wasn't just like he wanted.
Pack up those 2 little bags you brought.
See, he knew he was going to get caught in a lie, so he tried to layer the story like, oh, I was dealing with Dad, and I had to pack my bags.
3 hours?
Yeah, he wouldn't just. I mean, I went onto my computer to back up some stuff onto like some flash drives and all that other stuff, but
right,
it wasn't just like with him where I could just go and do my thing. He would stop me, and then we would talk for like an extended period of time, and then I would start to do my thing again, and then it would stop again, and that's all it was.
Was your father wearing this?
Yeah.
And what about that gun on his waist?
No.
He didn't have that on?
No.
Is this normal?
No. I hadn't seen him have his gun since.
Because he staged it.
Since like high school.
And it was a terrible
So
stage.
he doesn't walk around like this normally?
No.
Why do you think he would be like this?
I don't know if it's because of what he had told me, that if I came back that he would kill me.
Like you said, you're afraid of him.
Yeah.
But we're here to this.
Yeah,
This.
It showed the house.
This is the person that is coming to solve the problems.
He did not come from a bad home.
Problems.
Mm-hmm.
There's the one who always sticks up for you, including talking to the girl. She talked to the girl in Bulgaria, didn't she?
Yeah.
She had conversations, said that you're not a bad guy, and how this breakup basically has affected you, didn't she? Told him it was bad. Here's the problem: the dad. This one's behind you, supports you. That one's behind you, supports you. This one, I'm sure, cares about you, but is upset because, like you said, you have ruined his
retirement
plans for retirement, so he can't retire because of the financial loss.
Right.
How much money did Cody give you? Approximately. 60,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dad gave you how much?
Like 100,000.
This guy's such a piece of trash.
Mom gave you how much?
It's like 30,000 or something.
So around 200,000.
100%.
And the vast majority of this money went to.
That's totally enabling.
Internet.
It's a good
So they're
point,
upset.
Rising.
I get that, but we know
Totally.
he didn't fire a gun. We know she didn't fire a gun. We know he didn't fire a gun.
Yep.
He shot the second he walks in the house.
Right.
At what point does he come into the house?
It's like 10:30.
And where does he enter?
Through the garage.
Where does he park his car?
Under the awning thing.
Outside, not in the garage?
Right.
So do you see him walk in? Or hear him come in?
No.
So you're upstairs maybe, or where are you when he comes home?
When he came home, I was gathering some of the like power bars into my
This guy's
little
so beta.
shoulder satchel thing.
And where are the power bars? In the kitchen? Or?
Yeah, satchel.
So you see him come in.
I hear the door, but then that's it.
And then when do you see him?
This guy's
I-
such a loser.
I see him when he walks into the kitchen.
And what do you guys, what is that?
He asks me what I'm doing, and I basically tell him the quick, short story, because at the time my dad and my mom were talking.
Where were they?
They were in her office.
Okay, and what is the short story you tell
That
Cody?
that dad caught me still talking to the girl that had caused all the problems, and that he was kicking me out of the house because I had
Super
broken his
creepy.
rule.
Did you tell Cody that he threatened to kill you if you came back home?
No.
No, I still didn't tell Cody about that. I just I had told Cody previously when I went to Cornerstone that that's what Dad was going to do if I had made any more mistakes, not the specific one that I had caused, but if I had made any more mistakes. And then Cody told me that he was going to do that when I went into one of the side offices with him before they officially dropped me off.
When
Male
you went to
cop is not
Cornerstone.
having it.
So your dad had told you in the past before that he would kill you?
Right.
For what reason?
For if I basically did anything related to this, again, costing him a lot of money.
And Cody knew about that.
Right. He just didn't know about the one that was just said. Whether or not he knew
Yeah.
from
Well, they
the
edited
paper
the
that my
video.
dad had written out of all the consequences and everything like that
When
Yep,
did your dad
he
write
did.
this paper?
before they came to get me on the 4th. Yeah, I mean, I don't know the exact time.
Do you know where the paper is or what it's written on?
It's written on like a green, like a greenish yellow college ruled just piece of paper and
You
pen.
are fake
In
news.
the office or bedroom or?
I don't know where he keeps all of his stuff.
Oh.
All right, so
Oh.
what else?
This
Do
guy
you
has
and Cody talk
no
about?
testosterone in his body.
So then after talking about that, he says that he'll take care of it. And then him and my dad, they're the ones that always yell and raise their
This is just someone that's a weak-minded simpleton that is, angry that he couldn't, get a woman in his life. So he took it out on his family and he had to steal 200 grand from his parents to pay for this fucking cam girl. It's just tragic. And these people, his family supported him, gave him, 200 grand. His brother took him over to Japan, paid for the whole trip. And this guy just couldn't fucking, it's just unbelievable, man. Came from a good home. Seems like his family's really good. Just a fucking weak-minded
voices and everything
simpleton.
like that.
So did your dad eventually enter the kitchen? Or did Cody go to your dad in the office?
No, my dad came in when he heard that me and Cody were talking.
And what was the conversation then?
Jesus, Doctor.
When they started to
crazy.
talk, I just left the room and I just
It's kind of like YouTube. It's kind of like being a YouTuber.
went back upstairs.
So you didn't hear what they talked about?
I mean, not in any. It was more just that he was defending that it's just that I just did this and that it's not like it's costing any money.
Were they yelling? Did they raise their voice?
I make a video or a live and I get maybe 5,000 viewers on it. I make like 2 pennies. I'm serious. And the super chats or any super stickers and stuff like that, memberships, YouTube takes 30% of it. And then once I get my cut, I have to pay taxes on that too. So, I always laugh when people think like, these smaller channels are killing it. We're making thousands and thousands of dollars. I'm barely just making enough money to keep this channel kind of self-sustaining and running itself. I essentially do all this for free because, one, I enjoy it, but I always laugh because people are like, oh, you're making so much money. You're making so much money. I'm like, no, we really don't.
Voice? Or they were talking?
They were.
You got to pay taxes on all that money.
Did you hear any threats or?
My dad had said that that everybody had agreed that if I had done this, that I would have to go. That there wasn't any more wiggle room or second chances or anything like that. And then, he came around to the base of the staircase and then he told me that I need to go.
Your father did?
Yeah.
Well, it's because you don't think like a criminal.
And then I told him that I was just trying to pick up the last few things that I needed to.
Look at the mail.
There was like a bag of my, like a trash bag of like my clothes that I had still not unpacked from when I got back from Cornerstone that I just, I had to gather and put into my car, all that just random stuff. And then
Look at the mail cop.
I don't know what time I actually left, but I think it was closer to
it's
like
30%.
midnight or
Every
something.
super chat, every super sticker. So if you send like a $1.99 super sticker, let's say $1.99, okay, 30% is going to come out from that. So that's leaves me with 57 cents. And then I got to pay 35% tax on that 57 cents. So I out of a $1.99 super chat, I make about 33 cents.
And when you left, where was your mother?
$2 super sticker will get a YouTuber 33 cents.
When I left, my mom was still just in her office.
And where was your dad?
Dad and Cody were just yelling inside the kitchen.
Yeah, right.
I
So
guess
when you left, you heard them
not,
yelling.
No,
not really
keep your
yelling
money.
anymore, but they were.
I don't want you spending money.
It was basically just the same exact
I know. I should
conversation
be a
that had been
webcam
going
girl,
on,
right?
where
I just need a wig.
there was nothing left, and then Dad looked through some of my things to make sure that I wasn't taking anything that wasn't mine.
Exactly.
I think the only thing that he had a problem with was that
There's a lot of groups that I'm in that buy and sell vinyl, and they take, PayPal stuff, and they just do it friends and family.
I had taken like some of my paperwork bills from like the Chapman Law Group,
I love
but
that.
then since I wasn't the one paying for it, that they would need those, but then I still just ended up keeping it because I figured
Let me put a
nothing
toe
else
at the top.
was gonna be covered for me or anything. So then after I left, I took the Fort Christmas Road that connected up with 50, and then I was just at the Publix for the rest of the time.
The same Publix we talked about earlier on 419.
Wow.
So from about midnight until 7 a.m., like you said, you were at Publix.
That was very sweet.
And then is everything else the truth as far as the job interview and so on and so forth?
All the rest of the times were accurate, and when I looked at the site, I only saw a small blurb.
So when did you learn that your family was dead?
Look at the mail cop. Yes, let's talk only.
I had been worried since last night.
I do have the glasses. That's right.
When I was in the hotel, but
oh wow.
I knew when you guys told me.
Appreciate you.
I mean, like I knew when you guys had told me.
You already knew though.
You already
But
knew.
I had.
Because you already knew.
You knew.
At any point, did you feel like you needed to reach out to Cody and see if he was okay, or?
I just didn't want to call anywhere. I just didn't want to know.
But you couldn't call.
Well, I mean, you had brought up the
My
hotel room was there.
phone, but I just
Phone works there.
I didn't even think of to use that.
You got a medical background, correct?
You already know.
You ever been to an autopsy?
If I can know, you can.
No.
An autopsy tells us a lot of things. Cause of death, a lot of times, how close somebody was to something. Again, remember what I told you earlier? She didn't fire a gun, he didn't fire a gun, he didn't fire a gun.
Right.
So they didn't get into a shooting amongst themselves inside the house. Angles tell us a lot of things.
Choose the stilettos for me.
Dad was over here when he got shot. The bullets in the cabinet and in the wall. We know that. That's one of those facts we just can't dispute.
Yeah, you can donate through my PayPal,
See where
friends
shell
and
casings
family.
are over here. See where shell casings are in here. See where shell casings are there. Cody was shot the minute he walked in the door when he first got home. Bullet went through him.
Yeah, the dancing
from his head to the back of his head.
Oh, that would be great, right?
Hit the door frame and impacted into the wall. He never fired. He never fired. She never fired.
Holy shit.
And we know what time Cody left work. I mean, from his boss, from his coworkers. And you got to remember, we've talked to everybody before we talk to you. So we know what time he left work. We know why he told his coworkers and his boss why he left work.
The small shows are the best shows. Everybody misses out. And this is good stuff.
And we know what time he got home. And we have text messages that he has sent people afterwards. So based on what you're telling us, that he comes home and has this confrontation, talks to you, talks to his dad. You leave about midnight, and he's still there talking to your dad in the kitchen. None of that adds up.
Senator can approximate the time of death based on the body.
80% wins.
Now's the time, Grant.
Yeah, these are the
Now's
best
the time,
shows.
buddy.
I don't
So I
think,
believe
honestly,
this,
and I think Dr. Bob's not saying that in a derogatory way about like screw Idaho. It's just I think people are a little bit burnt out. And, you know, I just want to do some other things right now. We'll sprinkle some Idaho in there every now and then, but you know, there's just other stuff to do. The small shows are great. I love this stuff.
this happened while you were still present in the house.
Mary.
And for whatever reason, you don't want to tell us. We
Yeah.
understand your
You
father
know
was
exactly what a
abusive,
cam girl
and
does.
we understand that he was the asshole.
I can dance to my intro music.
And if he threatened you, that he was going to kill you when you came back, you were probably in fear, were you not? So did your brother come home to try and defend you, and then this gunfight happened, and you got so scared that you left?
She's giving him an out, but she knows it's a lie.
No, I mean, I had left when I had said that I had left.
Which time? Around 9 or midnight?
No, around the midnight time.
Again, we know stuff from the medical examiner office of times. Said this a couple of
That's
times.
great.
He never fired a gun.
But if you do a webcam girl,
He never fired a gun.
you're,
She
you're
never
out of the
fired a gun.
field.
Nobody did. Nobody in the house fired a gun. Fact. We know.
I'm going to get DNA off the guns that are on scene and the cartridge casings.
And all
Any
that.
reason to believe that
Yeah,
your
Grant.
fingerprints or your DNA will be on any of those weapons or the cartridge cases that are on the scene?
I mean, not that I can think of. I mean, I know that me and Cody had, you know, like, I mean, we had used each other's guns before in the past, like when we go
Way
to
back.
the range, but,
But you
What?
said you had no access to these guns now.
right. I mean, but yeah, I mean, that was a long time ago. So, I mean, there's,
So the gun that's still on scene and the gun on your father's waistband, is your DNA or fingerprints going to be on it?
not that I can think of.
Let me throw something at you. We pulled financial records from your dad, you, Cody, and your mom. Remember that payment you made?
Which,
The payment on that bill you had?
The $599.99?
I saw that one. Well, guess what got paid right about the same time?
what?
$33,000 of debt was paid off of his credit card. Same time. Within a very short time of each other. Those things go together. Records show what was happening.
Wait, what happened?
$33,000 on, I think your dad, it was a USAA credit card. Yeah, $33,000 was paid.
You just
Pay off
got
that
busted
credit
with the
card.
money. I'm gonna back it up a
I
little bit.
just don't know where else.
Me and Cody had, you know,
All right, I'm eating.
like, I mean, we had used each other's guns before in the past, like when we go to the range, but,
But you
What?
said you had no access to these guns now.
right. I mean, but yeah, I mean, that was a long time ago. So, I mean, there's,
So the gun that's still on scene and the gun on your father's waistband, is your DNA or fingerprints going to be on it?
not that I can think of.
Let me throw something at you.
Right here.
We pulled financial records from your dad, you, Cody, and your mom. Remember that payment you made?
Which,
The payment on that bill you had?
The $599.99?
I saw that one. Well, guess what got paid right about the same time?
So J-Dub, first time I've seen you in the chat. Welcome to the chat. It says, hey, y'all. Hey, Brian, you do a good job, man. I enjoy following you. I do follow others, just saying I hate it when people think you're a troll because you watch other channels. Yeah, man, go, do what you got to do, man. It's all good. Appreciate you coming over. It's the first time I've seen you in the chat. Everybody can welcome in J-Dub. We have a good chat over here. Good, clean chat. And we'll keep rolling through this.
what?
$33,000 of debt was paid off of his credit card.
So essentially what he did was he paid his father's debt with the money so he could start charging on this credit card again and hang out with this cam girl again. And he's like, what? What? Yeah, I know what you mean, man. I know what you mean. He's what? Huh? What?
Same time, within a very short time of each other. Those things go together.
He goes, what?
Records show what was happening.
Wait, what happened?
$33,000 on I think your dad. It was a USAA credit card.
This guy
Yeah,
knows.
$33,000 was paid. Pay off that
What?
credit card.
He said, what?
I just don't know where else to go to get you to come around, because it does not make any logistical sense of what you're telling us.
Probably was.
If these two got in the shooting, we would know. We would know they shot each other. We'd know that.
But why mom?
It just got so bad and out of hand, like never it's been before in your life. Never been here before in your life or your family's life. He's pissed. His future, his retirement, his plans are being upset by you because of the financial cost. I would almost bet this is just a horrible, bad incident that on any other day wouldn't happen. But you and me both know, as does she, what happened that night. You're coming around, and I really appreciate it, Grant. I do appreciate it. Now you're starting to tell more of the truth. Everybody minimizes when they're in a stressful situation. They do. My boss comes here and starts yelling at me. I try to minimize the effect of it, thinking about what am I going to do? How do I explain to him what happened legitimately? Not that I want to be a liar, but let me explain to him how legitimately something happened. How I bumped my defender on my car, got a ding in it. Try to think, well, how am I going to explain this?
And you've already told us a lie. This whole Matt thing is bullshit.
I love that.
So when people start telling little fibs, they add up to big ones. And I told you, just tell the truth. I already know the truth. I know the truth. You can't convince somebody of something they already know the facts of. Walk outside today and you try to tell me it's night, and I know it's noon. I know it's daytime, right? We both agree? Here's the time. Tell me what happened. Tell me what really happened in this very short time to get to where we are right here.
Man, I appreciate
I'm telling
you.
you 100 times. None of them fired a gun. None of them. A thing called gunshot residue.
Plugging away, my
There's no
friend.
gunshot residue on anybody's hands. Nobody fired a gun. You didn't shoot him. He didn't shoot him. Neither one of them shot them. I'm telling you. Look at everything. He walked in the door, shot them, and he walked in the door.
Everybody
right down here is a bag he carries in. Dropped right there.
Sub here, my
opened the
friend.
door, walked in, and gets shot. There's Dad's lunchbox right there. Dad came home, was probably messing with it right around here. Arguments, whatever's going on, whether there was even an argument. Dad gets shot, and he drops right here. And most likely either got pulled or crawled over to here. Over here. I wonder what DNA is going to be in that blood right there. What's going to be on your dad's pants? Because we got his pants. We take all their clothes, everything that we take. Your DNA going to be found on his pants?
No.
You sure? Maybe something, a question I'm asking, I already know the answer to.
I know, but my DNA shouldn't be on his pants.
Shouldn't? Okay. Explain to me. I just need you to tell me why the minute he walks in, he gets shot. He's shot. It's right there, just above there is what it is. We got an investigator of the autopsy right now, and the doctor's saying, here's what happened, here's where he shot. Cody shot right below the eye. It comes out the back of his neck and into the wall. Dad shot twice. And the doctor basically said he could have crawled from here to here because of the injury.
And we're going to look at their clothing, your clothing, for DNA, gunpowder, blood spatter, all of that.
Inside of your car, all the stuff that's in your room, all your electronic footprint, we're going to look at it. We will look at it. We will see it. It's a whole lot easier for you just to say what happened than to have to come up here and say, here, boom, 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 because that may change the direction of this case severely. Of whether somebody says, here, let me tell you what happened, got me here. This blew up, He's been threatening me. He's upset at me. I've ruined, his financial success and his plans for retirement with the house.
Cody tried to get involved and you wanted to protect Cody. That makes sense. You and Cody are close.
I don't have the answer for anything else.
Okay. This is the last time before I'm gonna walk out and then I'm done. Then I'm done for good. When I'm done, I'm done.
I like this. Getting
It
good
won't let me,
now.
hey, can I come back and talk to you? The minute I walk out that door
Here it
with
comes.
your story is where you stay at. That's your lot in life. I am more than willing to sit here all day and all night if you want to talk, to find the facts. But I can't. I told you from the beginning, I will not deal with somebody who's not being truthful with me. You're not being truthful. You're not telling me the truth. You've lied, and we've forgiven you over that. We've forgiven you over it. You can't lie about this, Grant. You can't. This is too important for your family of what has happened.
The heat's getting turned
There's
up.
There's not somebody out running around the United States that killed them. There's not. There's nobody out there, some hidden killer. There's not. You don't show the remorse that you should for someone who's lost 3 family members.
Yep.
Body language,
Definitely
eyes,
is.
and demeanor. Here's the time, man. I know it's tough. Tell the truth, because when I walk out, there's no another day.
And it's going to look worse for you when we prove it by the DNA, the gunpowder, the blood spatter, fingerprints.
The DNA. Well, not. What'd you say? Let's back up.
Body language, eyes, and demeanor.
What'd she say?
Here's the time, man. I know it's
DNA.
tough. Tell the truth, because when I walk out, there's no another day.
And it's going to look worse for you when we prove it by the DNA, the gunpowder, the blood spatter, fingerprints.
So no DNA. Well, DNA in Idaho. No gunpowder. We're probably gonna have blood spatter.
Now is the time for you to be honest with
familiar.
us and is exactly what happened in that house before you left.
We'll be there for weeks gathering evidence. We are going to build the case because we're going to disprove the fact that nobody else came in this house. We already know that answer. But at some point, we will build a case to the conclusion that nobody else went in.
I think they caught him on camera driving up to the area. I think you're right. I think it wasn't Thanksgiving. This is a different guy. I think I know the guy you're talking about. That fucking guy, that case was crazy. That guy, this is nuts. I can't remember the case, but it was like a year ago. And there was a guy that ended up killing his family as well, too. And that guy, when he killed his mom, I'm trying not to be too graphic here, but he took her head, boiling pot of water, and put it on the stove, put the cover on it. Kind of, let's say, like, you ever see Fatal Attraction with the bunny in the boiling pot of water? But when the cops came to do a welfare check and they came in and busted in, or they accessed the home to make sure everybody was all right, they walked by that stove, and on the stove was the boiling pot. You can see it in the body cam footage. And not knowing at the time what they're walking by, when now, when you see that footage, you're like, holy shit. Like, we know what's in that pot now. It's nuts. And then they end up going upstairs and accessing the room and found he tried emulsifying his family in muriatic acid inside the bathroom in rubber tubs, like fucking what is it? Breaking Bad. The same thing like Breaking Bad, but they tried to do it in a tub, and the tub broke through and went through the ceiling. But yeah, it's nuts. And there's the body cam footage of it. I would do it, but I think I would get shut down. It was a strange case. And he wrote in a script book like how he was going to plan it. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Yeah, it's nuts. It's a really hard body cam footage to watch because he took his dad's hands off and left him in a room, and you see that on the carpet, but they blur it, but you can tell like what it is. And then you can see like in the bathroom, they blur it, but you know what's in there. It's all like it's like body parts and stuff in the acid. And for some reason, he cranked the heat in the house up to like 100. I don't know why he was doing that, but it was just really weird. I got to get the name of that case. Let me see if I can find out. It was like just the day after Thanksgiving. Guy murders after Thanksgiving. Yeah, the case was Joel and Lisa Guy. Joel and Lisa Guy. It was in Tennessee, and I'll pop a link here. You guys can check it out. Damn, I would do the case, but it was crazy. That's the link if you want to check it out. Yeah, Joel and Lisa Guy. And again, very supportive parents, very nice parents, took care of this guy, bankrolled him. He didn't have to work. Just crazy.
I don't have anything else that I can say. My brother even said the same thing of like, when all this financial stuff was happening, like why I couldn't show like sadness towards it.
Yeah, I can, but I don't do the Discord chat anymore. Everybody ruined it.
I just don't know. I mean, I'm
not saying you, but there was just certain people and they just ruined it for everybody. And I had to shut it down.
I just don't know what else to say.
So no more Discords.
Do you not feel bad for doing this to your family?
I didn't do anything to my family.
I don't know.
You don't know what? You don't know if you feel bad for doing this to your family?
I mean, I've been getting blamed for the last half a year for everything, and I've been trying to move forward into a positive direction.
That's it. A positive.
And then every day I'm reminded.
I gotta get that again. I'm trying to move forward in a positive direction. I've been blamed for half a year.
I don't know.
You don't know what? You don't know if you feel bad for doing this to your family?
I mean, I've been getting blamed for the last half a year for everything, and I've been trying to move forward into a positive direction. And then every day I'm reminded of all the trouble that I had caused. And then I keep being told the same thing over and over again, but there's nothing I can do to change it.
Do you regret doing this to each one of your family members?
I didn't do that to each one of them.
Look at the male cop.
Who did? Who has such an axe to grind with your family that they shot him twice in the head, him in the head, and her? Who has it? Here, you sit in my seat for a minute.
I love this. Oh, dude, this part's great. Watch this. Oh, I love this. I love this part. Watch this. Look at his body. Watch his body language. This is crazy.
Sit in my seat. Get out of it. Here. Sit right here. Come here. Sit right here. Get out of that seat. Sit right there for me.
Look at how frail.
Sit on. Look at it from our side.
Look at this.
Look at it from our side.
He's so frail.
Think of it from the way we look at it. Independent. What are we here for? One thing. The blindfolded ladies with justice. Justice is all we're here for. Justice. Look at it. Who has a motive?
This guy's so weak.
Who has a motive to hurt your family?
Was a great Joe.
You could say Jason, but we already know what Jason was. I can account for every bit of Jason's
I know,
activity.
Victorine. We had such a great Discord. It was funny. Me and Laura were just talking about that last night when we got off stream. We had Tanya and Detective John in the back room, and we're just kind of chatting, and we were talking about the Discord. We had like 200 people in there. It was really good. We were discussing some really great things, and then it just got out of hand. A bunch of people just started ruining it for everybody and started like inner fights, and I couldn't put up with it anymore. Yeah. T-Rev had the same thing happen in Discord. Now it makes everyone's link their he now makes everyone link their YouTube in Discord. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. I have someone that's harassing me on Twitter now. It's that girl that started all that stuff the other night. I literally have just blocked her. So if she's watching, you're now blocked because I just don't have time for you. I don't get on Twitter to fucking play childish games. I honestly don't even really want a Twitter account. But yeah, she's been harassing me. She just started harassing me again during the show. I literally have the tweets. She's got something going on. I hope that she gets help for whatever's going on. I don't want to shame anybody, but there's clearly something going on. But yeah, I had to block that girl. It's just getting annoying. So it's just like a pest. I just don't have time for it. I'm here to be productive and do productive streams. I'm not here to like fight with someone back and forth on Twitter. This is so childish. I stated my position. I told her, like, if she needs special attention, I mean, you can email me if you need to have a conversation. I'll give you that opportunity, but to sit here and tweet at me all day, it's just like, you got to be kidding me. It's just stupid. Anyway, I mean, I have like 15 followers on Twitter. Who do you think that you're announcing this big mass announcement because she came in? It's the girl that started stuff to try to whip stuff up between me and T-Rev. I'm getting so tired of talking about this. And essentially, like, I don't know T-Rev. I've always supported T-Rev. I popped into his chat like once or twice. I'll throw him a super chat, whatever. And she tried to start this big scrum because she don't like Detective John, and he was coming on my show. And then started this big open Twitter war. It was stupid. And by the end of it, T-Rev's like, "What are you doing, bro? Like, I don't even know the guy." And I was like, "I don't even know him." And then she started to threaten me today, saying that I had 24 hours to answer her, or she was going to spread this all across Twitter that she was shut down and her free speech and all this other stuff. And I'm like, give me a break. And then like she'll calm down and say, "Oh yeah, it's okay. I'm angry." And then like a couple of hours later, she starts up again, and she's just tweeting and tweeting. I'm like, if you need attention, it's fine. Just email me. I'll give you attention. I'll let you speak. Let's talk live podcast at gmail.com. It's fine. But I'm not going to sit here and tweet with you all day. It's just annoying. It's annoying. And that's what they try to do. They just try to annoy you, but I just don't have time for it. Like, I have a productive life. YouTube is not my life. I have a lot of things outside, that I have to do. So, I love doing this. My passion's my hobby, but ay caramba.
Every bit of it. Jason gave a statement. What's the first thing we looked at?
I agree.
Is Jason telling the truth? Can we verify what he told us? And in quick succession, we did.
Well, listen, I don't want to shame anybody. If she needs help, if she needs some help, I'll be happy to help her out. I don't want to shame anybody. That's not what we're here to do. Let's be adults about it. But it's like, look, you gotta chill. I've given you a response. I've tried to be an adult about it. She's being disruptive, and I just can't have that behavior around me and around the channel. And these are just people that want to disrupt. So let's not shame her. Let's be nice. And we'll just move on. We'll move on. And hopefully it's taken care of. But if she wants to reach out to me and she's watching, she can. Let's talk live podcast at gmail.com. It's fine. But let's not shame anybody. We all have mental health issues, I'm sure. I struggle with mental health. I've been honest about that. And, we're not here to shame anybody. Let's not do that. Let's encourage her, like, look, it's over, it's over with.
Yep, he sure was.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good.
And we know exactly when Cody left work.
And know when Cody got home.
Yes.
And know when Cody stopped answering his phone. And know when
There's nothing wrong with that.
And knows when vehicles left.
Thank you, Daniel.
And know when phones tagged hotspots. No at all.
That's interesting. Let's back that up. I want you to hear what this detective just said, because this could be relevant in the Idaho case. All right, so let's talk a little Idaho right now. I'm going to back this up a little bit, and I really want you guys to really listen to what he says. Okay, so listen. And I've been saying this all along with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. I've been saying this all along. So really listen to what he says here. Okay, listen.
Who has a motive to hurt your family? You could say Jason, but we already know what Jason was. I can account for every bit of Jason's activity. Every bit of it. Jason gave a statement. What's the first thing we looked at? Is Jason telling the truth? Can we verify what he told us? And in quick succession, we did. He said I was XXXXS. And he went, yep, he sure was.
Okay, it's coming up. Listen.
And we know exactly when Cody left work.
And know when Cody got home. And know when Cody stopped answering his phone.
I might have went back too far. Sorry.
And know when bills were paid. And knows when vehicles left. And know when phones tagged hotspots.
Right there.
Know it all.
I know when phones tagged hotspots. And I've said this all along. If your phone has their Wi-Fi and the phone has the YouTube on, it's going to tag those things as you go around, because it's sending out a signal and it's trying to connect to something. So this is very interesting. And this is what I always want to say. You know, all that cast information, all this information, this digital footprint, you're going to see a lot of this stuff in the Brian Koberger case. You know, everybody always doubts this, but you can hear this stuff in interrogations. They talk about it all the time. You can see it in the trials. And we just played that stream for the Murdoch trial with the cast information. And they literally got him down to feet, within feet of where he was.
No, every bit of it. Now it's time for you to admit to what you know. Because you're saying, I didn't do something, I don't know something. It's an easy thing to say to yourself, but you can't say it to us. Because facts and evidence don't lie. I've done everything I can do to get to the bottom and the truth. And we're not getting there. But I promise you down at some point, the facts will get there. And then you're going to ask, hey, can I talk to you and tell you what happened? And the answer is no. After we walk out of the room, like I said, it's done. There is not a second chance. There's one time to make a first impression. Heard that one before? This is it. I believe you're not a bad guy. I do.
100%.
I believe you want to tell us what happened. And there's a reason this got so bad. There's a reason. And I'll say.
That was probably something pertinent to the case. That phone. If someone's tracking me, they'd be very bored. That's a good one. They'd be bored by me too. I have nothing exciting going on. Believe me.
I don't have anything else that I can say.
See,
I don't have the answers
That you can say or want to say?
that I can say.
no,
I
anyhow.
don't know. I know from sitting over here what it looks like.
Never confessed.
It's just like when I was accused of the whole grand theft thing. And then it's, everything from security cameras and all this other stuff for saying this, that, and the other. But then there's nothing that showed that I had done anything wrong. And I don't know what else I can say.
Liar. Liar. You are fake news. Bing, bing.
So what they accused you of, you didn't do?
The grand theft thing?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Liar. Steven.
Two things that happened here today. Two things. You're a guy swimming out in the middle of the ocean, and we're going to give you one of two things based on you. You can have a life preserver to keep from drowning, or you get the boat anchor.
Well, I mean, you can even watch the what is it? Edward Snowden. He did a live with Joe Rogan about 3 years ago, 3 or 4, maybe 5 years ago. You can look that up on YouTube, and he tells everything about how an iPhone tracks you, and it's very credible. It's almost scary.
Which one do you want? Because we will give you whichever one you ask for. The life preserver, the boat anchor.
Oh, that's funny. No, it's
I want the life
got different
preserver,
colors
but
on
I've
it.
said everything that I can.
You want it, and I believe you do, but you have not said everything you can say. Be careful of locking yourself into something, because just like this, you've locked yourself into, I was down on Fort Christmas. That's where me and Cody met, which we've proven to be a lie. We already knew that. We already knew
Thanks,
that wasn't true.
Victorine. I appreciate
But
you.
I'm going to let you say it.
Yeah, they are.
I'm going to let you say what you want to about being honest in here. And at some point, we will pick that apart of why you're not honest and what physical evidence shows to be.
Liar.
What physical evidence shows to be.
Steven.
If you want to be honest, this is it. This is the time right now to be honest. You say, if I can say what you're saying, what you want to say to me right now, just like you wanted me to believe that you were down on Fort Christmas down the road with Cody, that you wanted to. That's what you wanted me to believe. And there's a reason you were being deceptive to me, because it doesn't matter where you met him and had this conversation.
Give away a membership.
If you lie about something small, you lie about something big.
Give away a membership. You're
being deceptive over something that doesn't matter if you met him down the road or not. There's no reason to lie about where you met him at. This is it. Your one chance in the rest of your life to be honest about this right here. You say, I told you what I confessed to. You told me what you want me to know. Just like you told me what you wanted me to know about that, and for Eva to know what you want to know about that. But it's not true. Just like you want to tell me what you want me to know about this. I get this. I get that. I don't get that. I don't get that. I don't get it. I don't. One, I get. I understand. She didn't bully you. She didn't belittle you. She didn't run you into the ground. Nor did you. I don't get it. But this is it. Because you're just about, I've kind of got a number in my mind that I'm going to get up and I'm going to walk out and we'll take our stuff and be on our way, and you're going to go the way you go. But there will be a time where you ask for that life preserver. I can't give it to you. I can't. Once I cross a line I got to step over, can't do it. Won't do it. Think about that.
Remember.
I want to talk to her for a minute. Think about the last life preserver I can give you.
So what you're going to see in the third and final act here now is that his living brother will come to talk to him. And this is some of the most compelling conversation I have seen between siblings. It's heart-wrenching. And it's just sad. His brother Jason just seems like a very great guy. And when we get into the trial, you're going to hear him testify, and you can just see that it's so painful for him because, he now has to pick up the pieces.
Think about it. Take a few minutes just to reflect on it, and then we'll come back to you in a couple of minutes, and then we'll go from there. And what happens is what happens. Fair enough? You all right, Graham? You okay?
He's so beat up.
Need some food, some water. You good to stay for a while longer? You okay?
I mean, I just don't have anything more that I can say. I don't
Okay.
know.
Wow.
I'm not keeping you. If you want to stay, I'll talk to you till whatever, till you're happy with everything and you're okay. You're not detained. You're not being kept here. You're here willingly. Remember we talked about that? You're still looking. You're still here voluntarily. I'm not detaining you. I'm not keeping you here. Like I said, if you want to walk out and take a break,
Thanks, Donna
catch your
G.
breath, get something to eat. If you want something to eat, it's been here for a while. You want something to eat, you're more than happy to eat some food, whatever you want. We'll spend time to go get it, or whatever you want to do. It's totally up to you. I said you're voluntarily here.
I mean, I don't know what the.
Do we like the white boom stand, or should I go back to the
I
black
will stay
one?
here and talk to you
I like the
until
white
you get everything off
microphone.
your chest as long as you want to. But you're here on your own
I
accord.
feel like I'm like
We talked about that at the beginning. Remember, you're here because you want to be here. You wanted to come up here. You had no problem coming. You're here. So you
Then we'll keep
don't
it.
want to be here. You don't have to be here.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Give me a minute. We'll get you out of here.
Yes, we are. We got like 30 minutes left. 20 minutes. We're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it. Now he's crying.
You have somewhere you want to go? Me too. We can put you up
Because he knows he's fucked.
in a room for the night. I know things are tough for you.
I was just gonna go back to the hotel.
Yeah, I can make a change.
I don't think you're going to be able to get back into that room.
The red looks the best on camera, though. I like
If
red.
you want, we can put you up somewhere for the night.
I think the red looks the best. It's like Star Wars or something.
Where you want to go? You got somewhere you want to go?
I don't know where I can go.
Got a certain area you want to go to? A friend?
Exactly. Me
So we
too.
don't
I
have to
love
get
the
to hotel for the
interrogations.
night. We got some hotels right here in Sanford. That'd be all right? Good check. Okay. What we'll do is we'll get you up somewhere. I'll give you my card, my phone number. If you want to talk to me, you're more than welcome to call me. And we'll move forward from there. Fair enough? Any questions of me before I go? Or before we walk out? I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Like, what am I allowed to do?
Live your life.
That's I always just say that too, because I pick up all these things in interrogations. The cop, when he goes, he says, Grant says, what am I supposed to do? He says, live your life. Let's play that again. Live your life. I got a sound like that.
We got some hotels right here in Sanford. That'd be all right?
What am I allowed to do?
Okay.
Live your life.
What we'll do is we'll get you up somewhere. I'll give you my card, my phone number. If you want to talk to me, you're more than welcome to call me. And we'll move forward from there. Fair enough? Any questions of me before I go? Or before we walk out?
I don't think they were 100% sure. I think they knew, but they had to have the case solid enough to get him. That is very interesting, but I don't think the case was just solid at that point. I think they had an idea, and then they had to make sure that the case was solid. That's why he's actually going to stay in a police rented hotel. And they literally go there the next morning and arrest him. They needed the arrest warrant. Maybe it was just super late at night and they couldn't get it signed or something like that. I don't know. But that is a good point. But probably something like that. They just need to 100% make sure and then get that case put together. You know what I'm saying? To 100% vet everything. And they probably did they probably going to get pictures and photos and buccal swabs and all that. Well, actually, no, not right now, because he's not detained. But that's yeah. I don't think it's DNA results. I think it's just they needed to make sure that the case was 100% solid before they arrested him.
Yeah. I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Like, what am I allowed to do?
Live your life.
Live your life.
I love that. Live your life. Yeah, it makes sense. They probably wanted to see if he would confess. Absolutely. So they gave him the opportunity. They probably was still investigating. And then they just need to make 100% sure. And then literally the next day they came and arrested him. So.
What I mean, because it's like I have my like my wallet and all that stuff is back at the
He's-
hotel room. And
So this tells you right here what this guy is about. He's more worried about his wallet and his phone and all that stuff. Yes, live your life.
I mean,
We got some hotels right here in Sanford. That'd
What
be
you're
all right?
supposed to do. Live your life.
Good training. Okay. What we'll do is, we'll get you up somewhere. I'll give you my card, my phone
Get a
number. If you want to talk
soundbite
to me,
there.
you're more than welcome to call me.
Live your life.
And, we'll move forward from there. Fair enough? Any questions of me before I go? Or before we walk
I
out?
should soundbite the other one too. I'm just trying to move in a little positive direction.
I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have.
like, what am I like allowed to do?
I'm not
Live
sure.
your life.
There it is
What
again.
if, I mean, 'cause it's like I have my like my wallet and all that stuff is back at the hotel
Live
room.
your
and
life.
Cell phone and all that stuff.
What? That's probably going to remain with us.
Weak-minded simpleton. Live your life.
We can make sure you get the hotel and get some food. If you need some food, something to eat. I know you say you don't eat much, but if you want something to eat, we'll grab you some food.
That guy ain't anything.
Grab you something to drink.
That egghead. Yeah, live your
No.
life.
If
I know. I got a soundbite
yeah,
that.
like I don't even know my brother's phone number
Live your
off
life.
the top of my head.
Well, we've got his phone. We've got everybody's phone.
Jason.
Oh, Jason's? No, I don't have this. I don't know where's him. We can get in touch with Jason, tell him where you're at.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you could do that, like just wherever I'm staying or whatever, if he.
So the rumor is, and I'm not confirming this, but the rumor is Payne talked to BK, and within about 11 minutes, that's when he lawyered up. That's the rumor. That's the rumor. So don't, I'm just saying that's the rumor that's out there. But I'm not 100% sure. I'm not even 50% sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
No, I understand, man. I do.
Uh-oh. I see someone's at it.
I guess that's it.
Whoa, someone. I'm going to
Yeah,
tell you.
I'm trying to figure out what
There's
he's
going
going
to
to
be a
hang
channel
tight. I
coming up
said,
soon.
try to figure out a place to
There's
take
going
it.
to be a
Get
channel
you
coming up
to
soon. I just got a photo. It looks good, man.
Place to stay for the night.
It looks
Just
good.
working on that right and figure out what we
All
can
right,
do.
all right.
You good? You good? I said you're free to go, but we're gonna get you to a hotel, somewhere here in Sanford that you can stay at for the night. Just trying to find an arrangement for that. See who's got
I know a new channel that's going to be popping up
water,
soon.
Coke, anything?
I messed up my water.
It
All
looks
right,
good,
man. Give me
man.
a few minutes and we'll get you out here, bud. All right, Jason's on his way. He'll be here shortly, okay?
Okay.
Need anything? You good?
No, I'm alright.
I like you.
He's like, all right, you're fucking
Bathroom,
right.
anything?
Yeah, I guess I can see it.
Yeah, come on, we'll walk out the bathroom. I go with you just because
Oh, did you see the water bottle move real quick? Look at the water bottle. Watch.
All right, Jason's on his way. He'll be
Watch
here
the
shortly,
water
okay?
bottle.
Okay.
Need anything? You good?
No, I'm alright.
I like you.
Watch it jump because it's a
Bathroom, you sure you need a
cut.
bathroom, anything?
Film gets cut.
Yeah, I guess I can see it.
Yeah, come on, we'll walk out the bathroom. I go with you just because
See the water bottle jump? The person that edit the video. Yeah, I'm not saying anything, but I know there's going to be a new channel getting popped up.
Hey man, we're right there at it. Jason's here. It's gonna be a few more minutes. What I need to do is just for our
Yeah, you
investigation,
are.
get some pictures of you. We're gonna collect your clothing, and if you have no issues, we're gonna get a swab of your mouth, just saliva.
They
for
did take
DNA.
DNA. No shit. They took DNA. And he was dumb enough, because he's a fucking moron, to not even think. So he's just going along with it. I'm not going to announce anything yet, but I do know there's going to be a new channel popping up.
To go along, to make sure your story goes along with where we're at. No problem, anything?
No.
Give me a few minutes. I apologize. The clothes aren't
Yeah,
gonna be the
man.
best in where we had to
Lawyer
to
up,
get some
bro.
up. We got some for you, some shorts and t-shirts and some shoes. And
Can't
then
announce
as
anything
soon as
yet.
that's done,
No
we'll get
scoop.
Jason here to talk to you. All right, bud.
No
So good. Anything else?
No.
All right.
scoop.
Well, we'll go here.
That's great.
This room is recorded. The next room we're going to.
I'll tell you
is not
this.
recorded.
person is watching right now. Nice. They're just waiting for some more equipment.
You gonna have tea on the other side? I'm gonna go grab Jason. Okay.
Yahoid. Look at this guy. He's so frail, bro. He's such a beta male. Beta. Hashtag beta. Let's see it. Hashtag beta. This guy, he's so weak. So he had to gun his family down. He's just a weak person. A weak person. Weak. No, I'm not telling anybody. I'll let them announce it. But I can tell you there's going to be a new channel popping up. There's a home run derby? Really? They still do those? I'm going to fast forward this so we can complete it. Let's put it in double time. This is double time. Oh my God, he's so weak. I'm just going to go. All right, his brother's going to come in now. This is some of the most compelling not testimony, but compelling conversation. And it's sad. It's really sad what his brother has to go through here. And what he says to him is pretty profound too.
All right, so I take it you know what happened.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you plain out. You are not part of it anyway.
No.
When's the last time you saw everybody?
I left the house between midnight and 12:30.
On Thursday night? So Friday morning?
Thursday going to the front.
Why? That's when you went to a hotel?
No. The first night I stayed just in the Publix parking lot by the Tractor Supply.
Okay.
And
why did you leave though?
it's because Dad had kicked me out Thursday.
Super.
I was still talking to the woman that had caused everything, and I was using Mom's cell phone to do that with her knowledge, but not Cody or Dad's. So then Dad found out somehow, and that was one of the things that he had said would lead to my being removed from the premises.
So he forced you, he basically told you had to leave?
Yeah.
Okay. So who could have done this?
I don't know.
So you didn't have any problems or troubles with this woman or the online? You didn't owe them any money?
No,
I mean, there's no like loan shark out looking for you or...
No.
I just don't see how things aren't adding up.
See, now what I'm thinking is that when his brother showed up, they probably called his brother like an hours ago, got him to the station and had a conversation with his brother Jason, and then they're going to have him go in there and try to see if they can get a confession out of him. But he doesn't confess because his brother knows everything.
I'm really confused, Grant. I don't understand. How did you get money to pay for a hotel?
I still had a few $100 on my debit card, and then Cody gave me his debit card.
Okay. And I don't know. I want to believe you, Grant, but you're the last person that I could put in that house. And I know what happened over the last 6 months. I can understand the troubles that you've gone through. But it's hard for me to think that you would break to this point.
Mm-hmm.
But who else can I blame? How are we going to find out who did this?
I don't know. I don't have the answers.
So what are your intentions? Do you understand what we have to do now? If you're not the person that did it, we have months of stuff that we have to take care of
So
from our
sad.
dead parents. Months. You know how much stuff is in that house? We have to go through it all. I have to call people in California to let them know that Margaret Amato is not alive anymore. I got to call at 3 o'clock in the morning because Cody's 30 years old and has perfectly good organs to donate. And I can't call that shot.
Oh,
He's not an organ donor. I had to say no. So that means there's someone out there that could have used his organs, but we weren't prepared for this. I love you more than anything in this world, just like I loved Cody, Grant, and Dad. I know Dad was an asshole. I know Cody was an asshole. But they were our family, and they would have never done anything to hurt us. Mm-hmm. The shit you did, you could have been in jail. You would have been in jail for years. Mm-hmm. And they covered it up for you. I have a feeling the FBI is already involved because no matter how much Dad can overcome the money laundering.
Wow. You know what he said? I already know the FBI is involved. Probably involved. Look at that. So much stuff, coincidence with Idaho. Let's hear that again.
Did you could have been in jail. You would have been in jail for years. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. That's a good one, Sonam.
And they covered it up for you. I have a feeling the FBI is already involved because no matter how much Dad can overcome the money laundering.
See, he knows the FBI is involved. They've already told him. And this is, he's going to try to put some pressure on him to see if he's going to confess.
Money that was moved, just because they gave it to you as a gift, you can't just claim gifts as income. The FBI wants to know what the fuck is money being moved in that amount. I'm sorry. I don't believe you. And
well, because he was moving all that money to that girl, so maybe they were thinking that he was sending it to her in credit, and she was sending it back in cash and keeping a cut. I don't know if they had any, like that. I don't think they did. I think that he was just sending it out to her. Wow, that's crazy.
I probably will have resentment for the rest of my life, whether you did it or you didn't do it, but I need closure. I need to know what happened
It's so
to
sad.
my mother, my father, and my brother Cody.
Ugh.
Because I wasn't there to fucking help. And that hurts me. That hurts me a lot, man. I may not have been able to stop you. You probably may have hurt me too. But at least I would have known what happened. And now I'm in fucking who knows what now. I'm lost. And it scares me that you want to leave here and not face what happened. Because you're putting my life at risk then. You're putting Donna's life at risk, Grandma's life. How do we know what you're going to do?
Wow.
What happened on the job interview last Friday?
It all sounded good. It sounded like everything was moving forward. And then I was supposed to hear something on Tuesday or Thursday for this coming week.
And nothing?
It was just on Friday.
It was last Friday, so it's been a little over a week.
No, it was just this Friday.
That's not possible. Friday was yesterday.
Yeah.
So you're telling me you had a job interview yesterday, but you got kicked out Thursday night?
Right. I had to get my suit and everything and put it in.
Because that doesn't make any sense.
Okay. Where was your job interview?
It was over on Lee Vista with something scripts.
So, I mean, so they'd be able to verify that you were there for an interview.
He didn't go. He's lying.
I'm going to feel really bad.
I mean, this is just...
Liar.
I understand. I mean, I really do. I understand all your thoughts and what you're thinking and everything, and this is just...
Yeah, it's terrible.
You know, I know what I did to everybody over the months and everything like that.
I know you did.
And I know that you know the hell of dealing with it every single day when you're trying to move forward.
Yep.
Dad, Cody, and all that stuff.
Yep, and I understand it was probably harder for you because you lived in the house. I had the option of getting out, which gave me the ability to not have to deal with it on a daily basis. I understand the mental struggles you went through with Cody and Dad's relationship, you and Dad's relationship, everybody's relationship in the family. You know how smart everybody is in the family when it comes to medical information. And that's what scares me even more about you. If you didn't do it, then you have to know that someone else did it. There is no way that there were people out there looking for our parents or brother. They had to have been looking for you. There's no way that Mom, Dad, or Cody owed anybody money, had anybody looking for them because of something that they did.
No, I don't think that it's some money shark or monger or somebody like that.
Right, because nothing was stolen from the house.
Right.
So, like, people that are looking to compensate for financial obligations would have taken TVs, computers, jewelry, monetarily things.
Right.
From what I've been advised, that is not the situation. So that leaves that the people were murdered for the reason that they were in the way of getting to something else.
I don't understand why it happened. I was taking my steps forward despite everything that I was supposed to do, that I was supposed to be doing. The slip up was still communicating with the woman, but...
What were you allowed to take when Dad kicked you out? Obviously your card.
Basically my possessions, my cell phone, my iPad, my Surface, some clothes.
Weapons?
I don't have any weapons.
So there's going to be no weapons in the hotel that you were at last night? No weapons in the car?
No.
No weapons buried on the property?
No. I sold all my weapons when I was trying to make money.
I remember my mom telling me that. What about, I don't know what else to say, but I'm scared for you and I'm scared for myself, and I don't feel comfortable with you being around me alone. I'm sorry. I could take you physically, but if you have a knife or know where a gun is,
dude,
I'm fucked.
That's nuts, man. He's like, I can take you physically, but if you have a knife or a gun, I'm fucked. He doesn't even trust his own brother. Well, obviously he doesn't trust him now, but oh man.
And I have little girls that I have to raise. I have a woman that is depending on me for the rest of my life.
Wow, this is just so sad.
I understand.
Even if you did, it's going to be so hard for me to figure out what to do with you. You do not deserve jail. But I can't come to fucking have attorney press charges for you to be killed. Grant, I need you to be honest with me, man. I need to have closure. And if it doesn't come from your mouth and I have to hear it from an attorney or a law enforcement or the news, it's going to be harder for me. And I know if you can take Mom and Dad
Oh, he's
and Cody's
super
life, it's
guilty.
hard for you to comprehend that my emotions are going to be that, but it's unbelievably scary, Grant. And I don't believe in God. I don't have a strong religious belief, but I will pray that this is solved justifiably, because it was not fair that Mom, Cody, and Dad's life were taken. They did not deserve it, no matter what feelings were felt by anybody. They were good people.
I know. And they showed it by protecting me all the time.
But Dad kicked you out.
That's because I still broke the rule, and that it was apparently Dad's job to be the hammer person, or whatever he would describe it as.
Right, I was told that you would not have access to be able to contact this woman. Why do you feel the intent to still contact her?
It was just the whole emotional thing. I mean, that's all
Okay,
that I can say.
so are you saying that you love the woman?
I
Zero.
feel like I did, yeah.
Okay, you feel like you did, so you don't feel that way now?
Well, I mean, now it's pretty much... I mean, it's not what it used to be, is all I can say.
Come on, man.
Because she's aware of what has happened in the last several months.
Right.
You are fake news.
So why do you feel the need to still contact her?
I don't,
Jason's
I mean,
adopted.
I don't know, apart from...
So Grant is the middle. Jason was adopted. Jason's adopted. Grant is the middle, and Cody was the youngest. Yeah, Jason is the oldest. Hey, MJC, good to see you in here. Thanks for coming in.
Just like that feeling when you care for somebody, you've been with them for however many months.
Yo, I know that feeling.
So, I mean, I was just, I knew that
Looking for closure?
to some degree, yeah, and I knew that I could never do any of the money stuff anymore.
Okay.
So I guess that was like...
It hurt, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because you can't carry that persona that you carried before.
Wow, that's crazy.
The crazy
That's
part
crazy,
is,
John.
you're still the same person. You are still Grant Amato that I grew up with for 17 years.
He's trying to get it out of him.
That I played with, that we hid shit from Dad so that we didn't get in trouble. Who covered those grenades? Mom. I don't feel like we're getting anywhere, and I'm going to be honest, I don't feel comfortable with you staying with me. I mean, if in a week or a couple of days or 12 hours and something else is discovered, then I might have a change of heart, but I have no other options in my head of what's going on, especially if you're confirming that there's nobody looking for you. And if you're saying that you ran away or stayed in a hotel because you were forced to, or you were told you couldn't stay there, I don't live there, so I have no proof. The only people that live there are dead. So they can't say anything. But the morgue called me this morning, so I have to make decisions for Mom, Cody, and Grant and Dad in the next couple of days. So just letting you know that I'll be making those decisions, because until I'm given verifiable information that you did not do it, I don't think you have the right to make that decision. You already made the decision on whether or not they can live or not.
His brother just basically told him, I know you did it.
That's not your job.
He said, you made the decision on whether they could live or not. Jeez, man.
All right, I'm ready. I do love you, though.
No.
Just remember that. Just like Mom, Cody, and Dad loved you. Nobody loved you any more or any less.
Terrible. I mean, it's just
I'm gonna pray for you, brother, because I can't pray for Mom, Dad, and Cody anymore.
Woo.
Please press on the checker.
That's it.
You have anything else you need to talk about before we
He
let you
takes
go?
another good stab at him here.
Because now's your time. You know that. Like Danny said,
He's like, I know.
once you're out of here, there's no coming back from this. We're giving you every opportunity to tell us what happened in that home that you have not told us. So you're aware that when you leave here, you're not going to have any chance to redeem yourself and tell us the truth after the fact.
I understand.
And you're okay with that. You can live with yourself knowing that you're not going to tell us the truth.
I've said what I can say.
That's it. This fucking weak-minded simpleton.
You ready, man? Yeah. Question for you real quick. You don't want to hurt yourself. You don't want to hurt anybody else. No suicidal thoughts.
You already did.
Okay, come on, bro.
That's it. God, that dude is frail, bro. That dude is frail. We did it. We got through it. Yes, we got through it, everybody. We got through it. 3 nights. 3 nights. We finally got through it. Oh boy. Let's do this. Because I'm getting ready to go off here, but we're gonna go over and support Tanya. So I'm gonna drop her link to her live. I need everybody to go over and support her now. Don't run out yet. But we're gonna go there right after this. And maybe I'll jump on panel with her. She'll drop the link. Tomorrow at noon, I'm going to start day 1 of the Grant Amato trial. So if you want to hang out tomorrow at noon, my car is going to be in the shop. So I'm going to be probably streaming a lot tomorrow during the day. And then I'm going to come back tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. And I'm going to talk about the New Mexico teen mom that didn't know she was pregnant, but she was pregnant. And unfortunately, did a very nasty thing with her baby at the hospital. So we will talk about that tomorrow on tomorrow night's live. I want to thank everybody for jumping in. Hang on one second. I'm going to check this text message. Let's see. Yes. I have gotten the permission to do this. I know we have a small crowd tonight, but I will keep helping out. But probably this week or next week, be on the lookout, because Detective John will be starting his channel. So let's congratulate him on that. And I hope that you will all go over and support his channel. And let me get to, what is it? Here we go. I'm going to drop the link right now. You all need to go over and subscribe to his channel. There's his link. And let me do this. It's responding to someone. And we're going to go now support Tanya. Let everybody know, if you're going to go over there and hang out, let her know that I sent everybody over. All right, that wraps up this stream tonight. Thank you so much, everybody. You guys are rock stars. I appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow at noon. We're going to do a stream. We'll do the first day of the Grant Amato trial. And we're going to do some streaming tomorrow. I got all day. My car will be in the shop, and I'm going to be stuck at home all day because I'm doing a complete suspension overhaul on my car. So I will be here. Okay, head over to Tanya. Go see Tanya. Let her know that I sent everybody over there. If you guys are going to hang out, maybe I'll jump on her panel with her. All right, everybody have a good night. I will talk to you all soon. I'll talk to you all soon. And thanks for hanging out. I'll see you all soon. I'm out of here.